Babylon. The new Babylon, not ancient Babylon, not the Neo-Babylon, but Babylon the Great.
And his purposes.
And his purposes.
That he hath proposed against the land of the Chaldeans.
Ooh, can a brother get that in the modern translation, NLT, bro? It goes even further.
Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
That's Amalek. Those are those rats over there in the land. They're drawing out the nations in that region that's already against them, but now they're drawing them out. And now these nations have capabilities to actually go against them.
Yep.
At first they were just sitting back like, well, no, we ain't gonna do it. They got America backing them up. But now they getting stronger. The weak are saying I'm strong because they have a military presence backing them, which is Russia.
And them rats are drawing out America. They already draw them out with that full support of what's going on over there. You think them rats didn't know that attack was coming? You know, they just sent an alert through the whole globe about some bullshit. You don't think they knew that an attack was being planned for a certain day? They let it happen because they want that support from America. Yeah. You know, they want, it's all theatrics. Yeah. You know, they wanted this to happen.
Yep.
Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them.
So from these rats moving recklessly, but according to the Lord's plan, they're going to lead to their destruction and the destruction of America. He said their habitation is going to be desolate with them. So Israel's going to be destroyed, and America's going to be destroyed for actually jumping into the fight to help them out. Yep. There you go. That was it. Go ahead.
Because they recently just had brother posted in the chat that they had a peace agreement over there with Israel and
in Palestinians, right?
Yeah.
But then the attack was see the Lord wants the destruction, goddammit. And they said this is biblical.
Biblical treaty.
That's
why the Lord had that happen. Like, where in the script it say something about peace? Like,
remember in Joel said, Palestinian, he's now have to do that. Yeah, so the Lord like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Because when that picture came out, them supposedly shaking hands and said, this is biblical. I was like, what scripture is that?
The Lord showing you prophecy now.
Can a brother get I believe it's in Psalm 62 or 60 where it says, I've cast Edom out of my shoe. You know? Go ahead,
So 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child.
You see that? It said once they say peace and safety, if you think everything is calm and cool, that's when destruction comes. That's when the Lord is going to bring the world to war. And before that, MOTB has to be pushed. And we see the world going that way faster than you know. That's why you have these 15-minute cities, these goddamn towers everywhere. Right. Smart cities, the chips, neo gases, all these nations gearing up. It's all for this digital system.
And it says, and they shall not escape. And they recently just had a whole emergency alert system go out over here and in
escape. Hey, that's funny how the alarm system went off, huh? But they didn't get the alarm. They didn't hear the alarm bells ringing. Right. That the Lord, His destructive power is closer than you know.
Right.
That's why Russia's talking the way they talking. That's why China doing their thing. Because war is here. The Lord has sent out a spirit of war in the earth.
I got this.
And they actually read what Putin said.
This is what Putin had to say. It says Putin warns that when Russia nukes America, there will be no chance of survival. And there will be no single enemy left.
No single enemy left. And that brother get that in Jeremiah and also Joel too.
Hey, what's heavy about that, you realize what Putin's actually saying, man? He's not just talking about the American armies, he's talking about the American people. Every man, woman, and child, man. He will not hesitate to wipe this entire country off the map, man.
They will not spare children. Grow the fruit of the womb, as it tells you in another place.
I mean, because they deserve it, man. American people are the most docile people in the world,
they're wicked and evil.
They just allow this shit to continue. They don't even, they have their little protests here and there, but that shit don't be doing nothing, man. They should be, man, they should be like really taking that shit up, man, like real.
They're killing their children over here. The world sees that. So they're like, well, fuck it, they don't give a shit about their own kind. So why we gotta care? Nuke them all, kill them. Go ahead,
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. It reads, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon
America.
an assembly of great nations from the north country.
From the north country being Russia. Now there's an assembly of great nations with Russia that's gonna come up against America. We see that in the world today. That's spirit. Good, huh?
And they shall set themselves in array against her.
Pretty much showing their military might, because when you set up an array, your army is spread out in the field, and that opposing army sees you set up out there. Like, oh, shit,
Battle
they about to
formation.
attack. Battle formation. Hey, y'all get the earthquakes. Battle formation. You feel that? Oh shit! Like, hey, you know how it really feels like it felt like an earthquake the other day when that alarm went off.
Yeah.
And you feel it. Battle formation right there.
From thence she shall be taken.
From thence, America's gonna be taken.
Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man.
Nuclear missiles is gonna be as a mighty expert. That means they're gonna shoot the target, hit the target.
Yep.
You know, they're precise. If
Target.
it's an expert man, then that means he ain't gonna miss. And these missiles are not gonna miss.
And that's heavy, because how accurate does a nuke actually have to be to hit its target? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But it's gonna hit the exact
Right.
point. That's,
Yeah.
that's true.
Exact coordinates.
And that's hypersonic technology right there, baby. Go it up.
None shall return in vain.
None of the missiles gonna return in vain, and once they detonate, it's over. Desolate wilderness. Go it up. Oh, yeah.
It says, and Chaldea shall be a spoil.
Now, Chaldea was the ancient sorcerers of old over ancient Babylon. Now, the Chaldeans of today would be the bankers. Yeah, all wars are bankers' wars. Go ahead.
All that spoil her shall be satisfied.
Chaldea shall be a spoil. Because once this war is waged and the end of this war is going to result in the destruction of Esau, Edom's power structure, it's going to all come down. So everything that the elites thought they was going to do is going to come to naught in that day. But
Saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
now this is what the Lord is saying, like, hey, Chaldea is going to be a spoil. Esau, Edom is going to be taken into captivity. Those goddamn rats is going to be the first crops of slavery. And in the land of Edom, is going to be given to Judah. That's right. Go ahead,
Because ye were glad, because ye rejoice, O ye destroyers of mine heritage.
See, you have destroyed the Lord's people and his land. He said, but since you rejoiced, oh yeah, you're going to be destroyed. You're going to be through. Go ahead,
Because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass.
See, the Lord made you be all powerful to even think that he does not exist. Oh, God is dead. The Savior is false news. The Lord is allowing you to talk this madness just so you can get your head big and so you can be the greatest nation on the earth at this time. So when the Lord takes you down, the earth is going to know, damn, that's the power of Israel. He destroyed America. He destroyed Israel. He destroyed the armies of the world in one fell swoop. As if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror. And silence. Go ahead,
and bellow as bulls.
Man. So the Lord is fattening you up for the kill. Go ahead.
Your mother shall be sore confounded.
It's going into Great Britain. She's confounded. And you gotta remember, they broke off years back. Brexit. They were the first of the United the EU nations to break off. But that's how you know that they're sore confounded at America.
Yeah,
They're
the first and arguably the most powerful.
Yeah,
So the
of the
The
whole
allies, yeah.
EU, other than Germany. Now, Germany is another key player in that. That's a stronger nation. But, and they even doing deals with behind closed doors in China and Russia. If you don't know, like, oh shit. They France too for that for the powering of their city. But,
Real quick, King Slock.
Go ahead.
In Exodus 14, it talks about how the Most High could have rolled on Egypt. He could have rolled on him, but he beefed up Pharaoh so that he could get himself honored.
Glory for
Glory.
destroying their
Yeah,
army.
that's right.
Come. Good,
She that bear you shall be ashamed.
Hey, that's Great Britain, and we see it in our world with the Brexit. And they really don't want to deal with America too much like that. Like y'all stay over there, man. Because whatever America says to do, the EU is like, yeah, we behind you, but man, we getting fucked up. Our nations is suffering more than you. You're separated by a fucking body of water. These motherfuckers can get to us quickly. They just need to roll across the border of Poland, and that's war already. And then we have America financing the war in Ukraine when the other EU nations didn't even want to get involved. They're like, nah, we don't want to get involved, but they're involved. But
Behold, the hindermost of the nation shall be as a wilderness.
woo, so America, through its pride, is going to turn these nations into nothing, a wilderness, a destructive force. But
A dry land
Whoa.
and a desert.
see, America's going to be a dry land and a desert because of this. But
because of the wrath of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, it shall not be inhabited,
There you go.
but it shall be wholly desolate.
Woo, this is talking about America.
Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues.
And the world sees the plagues that's hitting America, and they're like, damn, there ain't no stopping it. We can't. They don't even have aid for their own people. People asking for aid in these different states is getting hit either with hurricanes, twisters, floods, and Biden ain't sending no aid to these places, but he's sending aid to Ukraine.
Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about.
And at the very same time, the BRICS nations is putting themselves in array against Babylon. They see it at its weakest point. Now is the time to attack.
Hey, that in of itself could be considered a declaration of war because you're fucking with the financial stability of an entire country by trying to institute a whole nother form of currency. That's like an act of war in of itself.
That's it. Yeah. Hey, but
They're
you
challenging the strength of the dollar.
Hey, but you know what? America did it to themselves. They put Russia and these nations that's in the BRICS in sanctions. They're like, all right, well, you don't want to deal? Fuck it. All right, we gonna do it. Take your stuff. It's almost like America.
Backfire.
Get the fuck on. They're like, all right. My nigga, all right. Hey, like you know, America was like ATL and shit. Nigga threw some goddamn money on our face. All right, we gonna do our own thing.
It says, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her.
So all nations with nuclear capability shoot at this whore, even America.
Spare no arrows.
They ain't gonna spare no nuclear capability. All of it is gonna be shot.
But she has sinned against Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
We see it from the sodomite spirit that's out here, from the children of Israel being enslaved in this place, the blood that is upon the land, the wickedness, the witchcraft that upon this place was built. All of that coincide, and the Lord is going to destroy this place just for that. But the Lord is going to overkill this place because its wickedness is reaching into the heavens.
It says, shout against her round about.
Hey, right before you go to war, the men, they shout against that opposing army. So pretty much the missiles being shot off is as an army shouting against the city that they about to take.
She had given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down.
Hey, your missile defense system, if you even have one, none of that is going to work. This place is going to be fully desolate from sea to shining sea. All 5,000 square miles of this place is going to be on fire.
Alaska and Hawaii too.
Ooh, yep. They going to be it. Yep.
For it is the vengeance of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Take vengeance upon her as she had done. Do unto her.
And that's where you get Isaiah 33:1. It said they're going to deal treacherously with her.
Yep.
So it's because America will go over there and bomb the cities to nothing and leave them fucking completely desolate. That's what the nation's going to do to America. Burn it and leave it completely desolate. Hell yeah. And show no mercy. No mercy shown. No quarter given. Now, you got some of this?
I got
You got the Isaiah 13?
Yeah.
I got
Go and bring it out.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17.
Uh-huh.
Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them.
The Medes or the Russians. See, the Lord's been stirring up the Medes since the Cold War. And you gotta remember, since the USSR fell in the late 80s, you know that America has put forth 19 trillion plus into military might against the Russians. But during that whole time, Putin has been beefing up the Russians as well. So it's all the money that America put into going against Russia, they still are not even capable of actually defeating them.
Yeah, I think Russia only put in like 1%, 2% of what America put in, but they focused it on the warheads.
See, America focused too much on offense, but not on defense. Russia focused on the defense and the offense.
They're focused on the missiles.
Yeah.
America put their efforts into conventional wars, like tanks, aircraft. That's why they losing over there in Ukraine, because it's a new war. It's not World War II. You know, this is a new age in warfare.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Come on. Go ahead.
Which shall not regard silver and for gold.
Hey, we see that with the Brits. They ain't gonna regard America's money. Like, what the And it makes sense now. When you read it now, you go, oh shit. They ain't gonna regard gold or silver, which the American dollar was once backed by gold and silver. But the Russians know perfectly that it ain't backed by nothing. Like, what can they really give us for us not to destroy them? That's the spirit. Go ahead.
And as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
They ain't gonna want it because they got their own currency, digital currency. Even the BRICS currency that's gonna go online January 1st, 2024. Go ahead.
Their bowls also
Hey, the nuclear missiles, they're hypersonics also. Go ahead.
shall dash the young man to pieces.
Woo! Ain't nobody gonna be left. Man. Oh, and even the weapons that the Russians have for like what the brother said, the conventional warfare is wiping niggas out. Like they said on Didactic, is a goddamn meat grinder that they gonna throw these asses. They ain't for that type of warfare over there. The Ukrainians is getting cut down. How much more when everybody else jumps in?
And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
Oh, you see that? No pity. Then we read the article. What do people say? We're gonna burn the land in and we're gonna give a shit. What y'all talking about? I got a baby. Oh, you did, bro. Shoot. Hey, can you read that again?
Yeah.
That links up with what the brothers reading. The Lord has put this spirit on the king of the Medes with the Russians.
They got a good precept
They
there.
hate Babylon. Yeah.
Putin warns that when Russia nukes America, there will be no chance of survival.
Ain't there babies here? Ain't there children and women and old people and disabled people and shit? And dogs and cats? But he don't give a shit about that. I don't give a fuck who over there. What'd he say? Go ahead.
And there will be no single enemy left.
No single. He sees everybody over here as an enemy. Say
Hey, and you should, and for those of you that have been following, you should know that he's serious when he's saying this, man. Because this is the same man who, after his term of when his presidency was over, they wrote into law a new bill to allow him to continue to be the ruler over Russia, man. That would be like a president going over, was it 8 years?
8 years.
Yeah. Like a president can't run 2 terms or 3 terms in a row.
Yeah.
But Russia put in a new law just to keep him in office, man.
But the scriptures tell us that our thoughts are not even our own. That the influence comes from the Almighty, right? So he's moving the minds of the kings this direction, man.
And I say that to say this. This is the same man, Putin, that issued a national alert for his entire country, a nuclear war drill. That's how serious he is about war with America. He's anticipating a nuclear war, man.
Most high.
But Babylon the Great, they're not doing that. They're sending out a national alert that didn't do shit, man.
That nobody knows the reason.
Right. Meanwhile, Putin is letting his people know that there's a threat of war, and in case of war, this is what we're going to do.
They got their populace over there, putting on and taking off gas masks, and going in bomb bunkers, all kind of shit. Our niggas over here worried about tonight's football game.
Hey, that's the spirit, bro. Because Americans caught
Worried about a fucking sex tape.
What's going on?
I forgot about it.
Can the brother get
America don't know what a woman is, man.
They're confused. Go ahead,
You still reading this? You still reading this?
Yeah, I got one more.
Go ahead,
Their eyes shall not spare children.
You see that? Even when the troops invade, as it tells in Jeremiah, that the land is going to be filled with men as with caterpillars, that's the invasion. Those men are already here, sleeper cell. They ain't going to regard children or the fruit of the womb. They ain't going to show no mercy. Because in their own land, there was no mercy shown. Go ahead,
And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms,
Woo! America.
the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency.
The bankers, they use this place as the cash cow, but now they done with the whole. Hey, I'm an entrepreneur. You just go ahead.
And not only the Chaldees, the brothers, when we first came into this thing, I have notes in my scripts that says America is the daughter of the Illuminati, right? Because this was the Bavarian sect of the Illuminati, Adam Weishaupt.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, that's it. Yeah, that's the spirit. There you go. That's great.
Shall be as when Yahweh Hashem Yahushai overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
And how was Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities overthrown? By fire raining from heaven and completely destroying them. That's how America's going to be destroyed. Fire is going to rain from heaven, nuclear fire, and it's going to destroy this place.
That's right.
And all the prophets seen it. All the men of old seen the same thing. So if you ain't talking about it, it's deaf to you, man. Because this has to come out. Jake has to understand that America ain't going to go on. There's reason that these war talks are going out. That's the reason why Putin is on the damn TV screen or on Instagram or wherever you find these articles of him saying that he's going to destroy his enemy, America. There's a reason that he's in that spirit. There's a reason that war is out here. There's a reason that they about to bring back this draft. There's a reason, because war is coming.